Well, what do they say? Better late than never. I forgot to turn on the camera while I was doing the beginning of this storm cleanup. If you can see some of the leaves in the background and how I'm dressed, fall has decided to finally make an appearance. Where are we at? We're at October 6th. We went from nearly 90 degrees on the 4th of October, and today I think we're sitting at about 47. So fall's finally here. We did have some gale force winds come through yesterday, and we had a few trees down on the property line, which I thought I had the camera running, but I didn't. So we're going to be checking for some more storm damage. I got some branches on the back that I've been picking up. So let's go see what we can find down on the trails and make sure the paths are all open. And we'll probably do a little trail cam checking while we're in here. So hang on, let's see what we get into. That's load 2 of the branches. But while I'm here unloading, I noticed there's some holes in the box blind. Let's go take a look at that. Well, this is what I saw first. I see aluminum flashing kicked out and wood chips on the ground. I think Mr. Porcupine's been back. He ate a broom on one of the other buildings. Oh yeah, I think we got enough light for you guys to see. Looks like he's put more ventilation into the old box blind here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to let him finish up his job in here. And eventually I'm going to replace the old box blind with something different. And with some of our building projects going in, this probably isn't the best spot in the world anyhow, but we'll let it be for this winter. But it looks like my little heater is not going to help me out with that kind of ventilation, so I'll probably have to bring something out here, stuff in those holes for the November rifle season if I'm using this. Otherwise, I just have to get lucky around Halloween with the crossbow. Critters, what are you gonna do? Got one more on the trail here. I think we could just do that with a grapple. Just about took out my camera for the apple tree. Let's see what we can snag here. Any trees, or rather going to be picking up a whole lot of pieces, and I think that's what's going to happen. I'll snap the sucker too, but that's fine. Well, I just don't want it to spring up and hit the windshield. Alright, get off my hydraulic line there. I'd take a phone call. Even in this office, I get bugged. So let's see what we can do with the rest of this tree. Well, that's not a real good spot for for it. Yep, you know what this means. I actually have to dismount. Oh, the dishonor. Took care of that. Put the clamp down on it. Hopefully it would snap the more pieces. And we'll run it up over here and dump it just out of the way to break down and feed the forest. See what's on the rest of the trail. How does that look like more blowdown than was there before? Right there in the spot I want to hunt. So let's see if we can move that tree out of the way too. Boy, that one just missed the camera too. Boy, the big guy wasn't too happy about my cameras being up there. So let's see what we can do with this one. We may have to get out the Milwaukee for this. Alright, we'll get in here with the grapple. Get it secured. We'll cut this up in a couple pieces. Alright, stop there. I'll relocate you guys and we'll get out the saw. Quick work for the M18 chainsaw and the tractor. I'll move these pieces out of the way so my deer spot here isn't too disturbed. that cleaned things up. Kind of helped me out here. My blinds over there by the or my stands over there by the tractor. Puts a little more brush pile there. I've got a couple of trails that go through here. By putting the brush there, kind of directs them out this way. Here it kind of blocks their vision when they're coming down off the hill over there. Curiosity stick is still up, even though the bears keep messing with it. I might put a couple more wraps in the rope, get it up a little higher. But the deer seem to be playing with it. Hopefully we'll have some pictures on there other than the tree falling down. So let me move you and we'll fix that and check stuff. Well, I got a little bit of a scrape in there. A little wrap into the rope there. Get it up a little higher. Just a little bit. Off local buck if he's coming through. I might take a leak in there, but I won't do that on camera. And let's check our trail cam. Alright, that's back up and running. Check it towards the stick there. Let's pick you guys up. Get on to some more adventures. Alrighty, let's see what else find. Come back to the tractor. I will insert any interesting photos from the trail camera that was in on that spot where the tree went down by my little hunting spot. There's always usually something that's kind of curious in there. So let's see what else we find. Enjoy the break in the heat. Colors are nice right now. Still a few leaves out. Lots of leaves on the ground. Let's see what we find.